Good morning, Year 5, and welcome to Tuesday's English lesson. Well done to everybody yesterday for having a go at writing your poems in the style of Brian Moses. We know that the cold task can sometimes be quite tricky because we've got limited input on it, but you all tried really, really hard, and it's a well done. And a lot of you picked up on some of the key features that we're going to look at today. So what we're going to be doing this week, first of all, have a go at your starter activity. So can you write a character description for that guy? There is a document in Word for you to have a go with that. Probably about 3 sentences to have a go at writing a character description for that character, and you will see why later on. Okay then. So let's remind ourselves of the Snake Hotel. So there's the version that was on the video, and then I hadn't actually realised that the script version that I put down is slightly different, but that's a good way that we can compare the two and we can take some ideas from both. So let me just share the right screen with you and make sure I am sharing sound as well. There we go.
Hello everyone. I thought I would read you a little story called The Snake Hotel, written by Brian Moses and some wonderful illustrations by David Wojtowicz. And so we begin. An Indian python will welcome you to the Snake Hotel. As he picks up your keys, he'll give you a squeeze and ask, "Are you feeling well?" Then he'll call on a cobra to show you upstairs and to carry all your cases. But do take care, there are snakes everywhere, slipping out from their hiding places. In the corridor, on any floor, you may meet our neat anaconda. Just let him through, he won't harm you, he's simply off for a wander. And your bedroom may look fine at first, but don't you be too certain. For under the bed, there's a big boa's head, with its body behind the curtain. While down in the kitchen, a rattlesnake shakes the pepper into a pan. There's a wonderful treat for the guests to eat. It's a tempting and tasty mouse flan. And the places are set in the dining room, where vipers are the waiters. Watch them slither about with plates of fresh trout for a party of alligators. In the hotel ballroom, it's party night, and a mamba sings karaoke. He can't hit the right note, there's a frog in his throat, and his voice is a little croaky. And if you're tempted to take a swim in the hotel swimming pool, think carefully. It may not be the perfect place to keep cool. But if, despite our best efforts, you're determined to leave our hotel, we will recommend that next time you spend a night at the Spider Motel.
Okay, so there is one version of the Snake Hotel. Let's have a look at the other one that I shared last time with you as well. So we've got an Indian python will welcome you to the Snake Hotel. As you find your keys, he'll maybe inquire if you're feeling well. And he'll say that he hopes you survive the night and that you sleep without screaming and don't die of fright at the Snake Hotel. There's an anaconda that likes to wander the corridors at night, and a boa that will lower itself onto guests as they search for the light. And if by chance you lie awake and hear nearby something hisses, I warn you now you're about to be covered with tiny vipery kisses at the Snake Hotel. And should you hear a chorus of groans coming from the room next door, and the python cracking someone's bones, please don't go out and explore. Just ignore all the screams and the strangled yells when you spend a weekend at the Snake Hotel. So we're going to have a go at innovating that text and writing our own version called the Monkey Museum. Now, when we did poetry last time, we had to do a lot of work on picking vocabulary, because each word is really important when it comes to poetry. So it's really key that we have our vocabulary banks ready so that we can dip in and out of them when we feel the need to. And obviously there's two main things that we need to focus on. So we need to have a word bank for the monkeys, and we need to have a word bank for the museum as well. So today we're going to focus on having a go at creating a word bank with phrases, expressions, adjectives, nouns that we can use to talk about the monkeys in our poem. So Snake Hotel mentions lots of different types of snakes and some characteristics of snakes. So we've got an Indian python, a boa, a viper, anaconda, we've got hisses, we've got another python. So it's really important that we can build that key bank of vocabulary that we can use to do the same thing about the monkeys. So that's what you are going to be doing. I have made a blank PowerPoint that you can use that's got some sort of headings as suggestions, and I've also attached my own word bank that I've made that you can dip into as well. But essentially your job is going to be to have a go at just building that key bank of vocabulary. Now it can be individual words, it can be phrases. Let me show you what it looks like if I can find it. So there you can see we've got a section for appearance, a section for characteristics, a section for sounds they make, a section for how they move. And then on slide 2, we've got different types of monkey, what they do, things they like, and then any extra information as well. And to go with that, I have also created for you a done word mat that you can dip into as well. It's got some ideas, but I'm sure that you guys will be able to come up with much better ideas than the ones that I've come up with, but that is there for you to use if you need it. So that's your job for today, coming up with that key vocabulary mat that we can use to describe our monkeys when we are coming to write the poem.